Well, hello and welcome to another Betuor Gripley stream. We're going to be checking out the new, not Lego Legacy, the new Genshin Impact stuff. Kind of excited to see it. Equal sign? What does equal sign do? Very weird that this is now equal sign. That wasn't the button, but oh well. Yeah. How come that's in not English? I guess there's something new here. Okay, I guess you probably get some new stuff. Okay, so I guess that was basically it. Sorry for anybody who's in chat. Just want to announce I'm live. Where's Genshin? So for anybody who's here, I'm assuming if you're here, you probably also play this game, and if so, have you enjoyed the new update? Hello, Jester. No, not really. Not really doing too much with LEGO Legacy. And the past updates have all been kind of terrible, so yeah, I'm not really looking forward to them updating the game again, breaking more stuff. Although giving me a reason to actually boot into the game would actually be kind of nice, because right now there's nothing. But that's my thoughts on LEGO Legacy. But here we are in Genshin, which, excuse me for a second. Of course, as soon as I start streaming, I get stuff stuck in my throat. Let's see, I just want to see what all do we have going on right now. Yeah, I need to do the quest before this. We have that chapter 2. We have a test run. And Machine Battlefront. Violent. Destroy the perpetual mechanical array at the bottom of the sea and preempt the attack of the ruined machines. That might be kind of interesting. The V2. It's interesting. In Monster Hunter Stories Rise, or Monster Hunter Stories 2, I think there's also a village named that, which is interesting. If the new comes out and is added, if it works, I will. Just the last of the stuff hasn't. Oh, and I guess too, I might could be able to play it on my phone, but I don't have the stuff set up to record off of my phone and stream from there, so I have to kind of stream it from the Windows app. So if it doesn't work in Windows, I kind of can't do it. Do I want to go ahead and summon for this character? I mean, she might be okay. Definitely don't care about that. So sure, let's go ahead and do some 10 pulls. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think we are. But hey, you never do know. Okay, I'll take another one of her. Because really, I guess I don't mind you. Don't use you too much. So getting more of you isn't the biggest thing. I forgot we have the new month stuff. I could get a couple of different things. But of these characters, don't use you. Might could, although I have other ice characters I like more than you, so I don't necessarily need more constellations of you. She'd be nice because she's probably the Geo character I like the most, although I actually have her, so that helps quite a bit too. But so I wouldn't mind maybe more of her. She gets kind of good later on. You are a decent fire unit, so I'm okay having more of you. That's kind of my thoughts on the. It's not the best to me selection of characters, but hey, if I get her, I get her. If not, I don't. Another one of her. I might save up for the Electro Archon. I don't know. And just tons of worthless. Excellent. But let's go to the shop right quick. Because I forgot how they changed this stuff out. I already have her maxed. I don't know if I need too many more of Jingling. But let's go ahead and buy some of these. Oh, I think you probably already jumped out, Jester. But if you are still here, I mean, it's not exactly Lego Legacy related, but we'll probably be doing some more videos putting up stuff from my moving with the shed. Because I've started working moving stuff over with that. I'll probably put those up soon. That'll be kind of interest personally. Anything else here? I think this one's sold out and this one says already owned. I feel like they might almost both be like that. I think you can still buy her. Oh, she's still the advertised thing here. I think we might do one more 10 pull with these. Sure, why not? Let's get the pity on up. And we'll just continue getting. Oh, well, we got Thronius Lance. I don't remember what that even does. Okay, so absolutely nothing that time, really. I don't think the Thronius Lance is good. Maybe, chance to generate a small amount of mental particles, generate 6 energy for the character. Once every 12 seconds. I mean, I guess that's not too bad if you have a character that crits. Yeah. Not particularly interesting to me. But hey, I guess that's all of my stuff from coming back. Well, I guess we'll do some single summons here. Maybe we'll get something cooler. I wish it was a little bit easier to skip some of the stuff like... What am I getting? Oh, it's a 3-star. Absolutely worthless because it's a weapon. Like, at least if it was a 3-star, like, adventure or something, hey, it might be a constellation, but no, they all go for the worthless weapons. Kind of, I guess that's out on the way, kind of why I've kind of stopped playing Genshin a lot. It's just not really that fun. Especially the horrendous gacha stuff. I'm out of all that. Excellent. I got basically nothing from all of those. Excellent. Where is you? I can go ahead and get you some constellations. When the Infei uses a charged attack, each existing Scarlet Seal additionally reduces the stamina cost of this charged attack by 10%. Increases resistance against interruption during its release. Okay, I guess, I don't know, resistance interruption is kind of nice. Although I don't know how much it actually does. Increases John's face charged attack crit rate by 20% against enemies below 50% HP. There's lots of condition stuff there. But okay, hey Lynx. And I guess it's time for me to actually go... Oh gosh, what's the button? J? It's been so long. J, and then I need to go to story quest. Can I claim a key? Nope, maximum number of keys. And there's still nothing else here. It's not a story quest. Is it just main quest? Here we go, Archon quest. We can go deal with this character who I have no interest in, but we're able to see Beto, so it'll be very nice. Helps with stamina. I guess I haven't really noticed too much with her and her stamina problems. I haven't really used her too much. I see Alexa go off somewhere in the house. But yeah, it's, although I think there's more stamina problems with Barbara. Also, I like how I'd come over here to do an animation of looking into the city.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going.
This is how much I cared about this character. I still haven't done this quest.
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Yeah, it's kind of important.
After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I need answers.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna be moving my mic right quick.
This whole mystery.
Here we go. Hope it still sounds okay. Oop. Okay, I moved a little bit further away, but it was in the way a little bit of like the words and everything.
Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animal and Geo-Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Leo Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
I feel like this story quest is gonna be kind of boring. I don't know why I whispered so much. I don't know if y'all can even hear me. Tell me how the audio levels sound links. Like, is this too quiet and turn it up, turn it down? Oh yeah, you're way over there. Let me go ahead and teleport over to here. But I feel like it's gonna be lots of busy work. That's not gonna be too interesting. But I just want to get it in Inazuma, but I haven't done this story quest because the only thing of interest here to me is Beto. I don't know if Kazuha just doesn't sound fine. Excellent. I don't know if Kazuha just didn't interest me. Although I think also his problem is he's a wind sword. I used Wind Traveler and I have Jean. I don't really need another wind sword. I think I would like him more if he was a different type of wind character. Although this game's also bad with letting you actually be able to pull for anything, so I'm like always saving. So can't really get too excited about a new character releasing.
Good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into
Inazuma. This quest was pretty fun. That'd be good.
That's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
And I just feel like I get burnt out after doing some of these like story quests. Like I'll have a whole bunch of other stuff I want to do afterwards, and then when I get done, just like I guess I'll call it quits.
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
But I do have a backup game.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was.
Makes sense. Yaka at 50 pity. Excellent.
All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for, I I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting
I
to the
swear you
point
sound
where I was
different than I
sure I'd reached
thought
the
you
end.
did. I don't know if it was
Then,
from another
I broke down.
quest, like where you were voiced or not.
to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
Except for the god of the country that wanted to keep you there, because she's the one that put that into place. Okay,
What a horrible journey!
unless we don't
And
count
you
those guys.
gave
I'm
up
still,
knowing how dangerous it was?
I'm still confused on whether or not Archons are considered gods or not.
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichisa.
I mean, it kind of sounds
One of
very
the
similar to
obligations
what's
of the
over
Kanjo
here.
Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope.
Although I do like the talk of leaving an oppressive country and coming to the country based upon China, because they're totally not known for anything oppressive.
What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual
We've been to
tempest
worst.
of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku
We can
Decree,
kill those easily.
closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
We just don't go talk to them.
Seems like they
Sounds like a
really don't
solid
want
plan.
anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really
Also, I'll
are
read
set
what
on
you post
going,
as soon as we get done with
there is
this.
one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them
Anchor.
a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part
What
is
good
up
is an
to you.
unarmed fleet?
If you're able to persuade their captain, Beto, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Beidou. The Act 1 Archon quest for Inazuma lasted for so long. Oof. Okay, I was because there's like levels above them in Celestia about like the Archons. I also feel like Archon, like the word itself, feels very. Let me just go over here. Feels like kind of more based upon like angels. I didn't know, although there's also like different sort of like beliefs, folklore, whatever for like each different region. Anyways, was kind of how it's set up. Like some of the things with, oh gosh, the Adepti is like based off of some like Chinese mythology stuff. So I didn't know what all the different like terms are and come on, there we go. Who's all exactly considered what? Because I have been interested in that. What's all exactly the hierarchy? Although I also don't know if there's like little G gods and big G gods, or at least higher up than them. Because it seems like there's some upper management above them. I'm gonna go over here. Seems I have already done this one. Excellent. Come to me. I will take all that. Really somewhat happy with my upgrades to Barbara recently, although I don't know if it did as much as I was hoping it was going to do. Anything with Celestia is, yeah, that's what Celestia feels really kind of unknown, but I'm still not sure exactly who always they talk about when they mention like gods. Sometimes the Archons or like the Celestia people. I'll go over to here first. I just feel like there's a whole bunch of different, like, I think I've said it one time before, I feel like there's a whole bunch of like upper management to the systems they have in place. Can I climb this? There we go. And I'm just kind of curious what all that exactly entails, because there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's not really known. But I just find it very interesting. I've already been on here. Where, well, okay, she's over here.
I wonder what's going on up there.
I will go change into myself.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Betuor Gripley, right?
That we met as I was her.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Also, I know this is definitely the same voice as Bedeau normally, but I will admit it sounds a little bit different, although I like hearing it actually like talk instead of just like one-liners out in the field. There's a higher power, we know that, but they didn't know the exact extent. Yeah, I'm also curious too, because they mentioned about the gods destroying Conria, whatever the place is called, but like, was that Celestia? Was that the Archons? I'm just curious. We don't like go and like, hey, Zhongli, Venti, why did you destroy this place? It almost seems like it's somebody else, but I don't know if that's just like maybe something being lost in translation, because maybe they have more words for that in Chinese, but not as much over here for English. Although I guess also too, did the translators know exactly which like level of power they're talking about at the time too?
Hey, the name's not floating thing. It's Paimon.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Well, I am currently Animo Traveler, so I hope I'm giving off a wind element.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
I mean, you do have a very starry looking cape thing.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Well, that's what I think they mean, Links, but I feel like they've said things that don't feel like they're referring to the Archons when they say the gods. At least personally speaking, the way I'm interpreting some of the random bits of lore. Although I also think it's weird we don't just go talk to some people when some of these things get brought up. It's like, we need to find out more about that. We know Zhongli and Venti. We know where to find them. Let's just go talk to them and ask them some questions or something. But I guess it's not how the story will progress here. This guy a bard? This must be your bard. Why did we just jump on the fact that he's a bard? That feels rude.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
Excellent.
This fine ship and the soft sea breeze. Would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, just let me have Bedeau. She's Bedeau.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
The Clash?
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Poetry for the sake of poetry.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold.
Ooh,
There'll
the
be a whole bunch
Crux
of folks
Clash.
taking part to showcase their talents.
As a fan of Lego Universe, every time I hear the word Crux, I get excited.
There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself.
Don't really
as a
know
matter
what
of
that
fact.
is.
If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Just have a
When
master.
the vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
It doesn't have to be strength, though. Some people got visions for really weird things.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No
I also
sweat.
like how we just casually drop in the fact that we don't have a vision. Also, I feel like a chest is growing and shrinking, not like breathing. I feel like it's actually getting bigger.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
I'm liking the Beidou interactions, so...
Go on, get yourself to Guyun and sign up already. I've already fixed up the arena. You can't miss it.
Okay, that's all I want to talk to. Uh, where are we going exactly in here? Okay, we're going over here. Might as well. I'm gonna go this way, maybe? I don't know. See if we can go this way. If not, we'll just, I guess, drown. I wonder what type of enemies we'll have to fight, or whether we'll do, like, do we actually get to tournament it up or not? Come on, let me make it. You got it, Beto. Yeah.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Ooh, some boxes of treasure out there. Is that one water slime just literally under the water or above the water? I can't really tell. I haven't really seen them out in deep water like that before.
Nice and spicy.
Go ahead and grab all of these boxes out here. Okay, who do people have to go talk to? Oh, hello.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Okay,
Also
you
here for the
sound
tournament?
weird.
You better believe it. Huh, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how
Weird.
that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person.
Fussing,
Of
clapping in the
course,
background.
I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
So did you just bring muscle for you?
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Okay.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish
Here's
my
my
pre-competition
pre-competition
routine.
routine.
It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
A very interesting fellow, no doubt. Chai.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is.
Well, I don't know.
It's
We have magic
extremely
stuff
difficult to
anyways.
cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly
I mean, I feel like they're getting scammed, but I'd actually like kung fu style hero or martial arts fighter. I feel like that almost should be the next class because I feel like there's enough of them around in the lore that it just kind of makes sense.
Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Betuor clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
They're basically all the
If we
Guhua
can get our
clan.
hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Okay. And the last person to talk to. They're actually gonna be a competent opponent.
Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah.
Probably not, I guess.
Rule
Maybe,
about
maybe
that.
not.
So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Run it up.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
I like that
Besides,
subtle.
even
Oh
4 or
yeah.
5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I mean, I do use a
I'll see
sword.
you in the arena.
The
But I
Beto.
don't plan on losing to a pair of
Wind.
children anytime soon.
Am I a child or am I like 5,000 years old? You tell me.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Yep, that's me.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Did I speak to her then? I don't remember that.
Your autograph later.
I trust you are aware that
That was a while ago.
only those without visions can enter the tournament. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui,
I
and
just
always come out on top.
stole my power from statues. It's perfectly
She
fine.
still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
You
It's
all
just
know
a
me.
formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down.
A beautiful
And also
dragon.
defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
He seems extra big behind me.
Whoa.
Why am I looking at her like that? What's up here? That sheer smugness. Let me send that to Links right quick. Here we go. I don't get this face. Unless you are still here to see it yourself.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot.
I'm the arm wrestling champion.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the
It's
qualifying
a
rounds
butterfly.
are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
She just disappeared in a cloud of smoke.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
Come at me. I like how it makes it sound like it almost does a little bit of damage. Okay, well, actually, no, I'm gonna bring that back on. Almost perfect.
Strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
I just disappeared in a cloud of smoke like a villain.
He won. Let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Oh, hey. Hey, Beto.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style,
I
too.
threw balls at him.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious
I
harm.
didn't want to cut his head off.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Yeah.
To be fair, Hana was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Long wait. My opponent's
We're
finally decided.
here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
I mean, the arena's literally right here in front of me. I'm now in the arena. I can do this on my own. But I do want to speak to you again. Hello? Okay, never mind.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but
Please tell me
I would
she's
suggest
D-Luke.
that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
I feel like D-Luke, no, probably D-Luke wouldn't enter this, but Kai, I feel like Kai would enter one of these.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
I'm throwing balls at him.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow!
Wow.
That's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Not really.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Okay, thank you for that information.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
Man.
Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
It's like if he's that
I'm
bad,
afraid
you
I'm
should
still
get
a bit out of sorts
a
at the
break.
moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Okay.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
I don't
Maybe
need
we can go
more
check the
information.
portal. Surely she's gotta know something.
I'm happy just continuing on.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's
Is
the
he gonna be
matter?
Fatui agent or
Worried
something?
that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
Okay.
I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still.
I don't know. For some reason, this guy reminds me too much of
Things I'm
Albedo.
curious to know
I don't know. It
about.
feels like he's like a knockoff Albedo.
Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
I hope this next part can be quick, because I don't really care for him. Do I have to really travel all that distance? Really? It's a teleport distance. Okay. Want to get over with this, get back to Beto, and then I guess, I don't know, unlock Azuma, and then, I don't know, maybe call it here. Go back to Monster Hunter Stories, because I'm liking that game more than this one. I don't know, maybe the new region will change things up, but, eh.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way.
Honestly, don't remember what happened that early in the game.
Use the elements to it all. Honestly, honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we? You can... Oh, pay no attention to me. I was just talking to myself.
Oh, well, actually, fighting. Okay.
I'll protect us.
I pull out the Beto. Get back up.
Windblade.
Ow. Although, that's one thing I do feel like I have a big problem with in here is telling when exactly a slime is dying or not.
Eyes on me!
Well, that was easy.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway, and visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these? Not to mention, with no new Electro-visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
when teleported me back there.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Smile. 100% smugness. I love it. That's another one for Lynx. That's another one for the Lynx book.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Is he supposed to be that sneaky?
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me.
Another island.
I can sense the winds are coming.
I mean, there is a storm coming, Mr. Wine. Oh boy. Well, the winds really are coming.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Whee!
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
That's a more fun challenge, I assume. Also, I'm assuming this isn't the guy who was supposed to be my challenger. I thought it was curious if it was going to be like a Fatui guy, based solely off the fact that he's quick, stealthy, all that kind of stuff.
Keep going.
Odd that I've never had that trigger before.
Go, Barbara, go!
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Windblade!
Okay, got all of that, and now we're going this way.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Protect us!
I got carried.
Back off!
Windblade!
They just keep running. Let me go ahead and grab this stuff while I'm here, might as well. And let's continue on.
At the frying pan! Windblade!
You don't get that thing out of the way.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your head. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I'd prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
I know the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I mean, we can.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
What are you trying to do?
I like how different his voice is now.
Here's something special.
Also, since I'm supposed to fight you in the tournament with no visions, I'm going to use no vision powers here.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
run, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Hyman doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
I don't really care.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. He is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
I'm just being polite. I really don't want to hear too much more. Or I'd rather go ahead and actually... Where am I even going to now? Wow, we went a distance. Where are we returning to? It's not really appearing on the map. Okay, apparently we no, never mind. We have to go do this, I guess. Okay. Oh, well, this was where I was tracking next. I guess I'll do this right quick. This is the kind of stuff that also kills me with this game, is I get in the mood to want to do something, and then stupid stuff like this pops up. And yeah. Blah blah blah, what's wrong? Okay. $370 something away. Down here, we go ahead and just. Oh, 8 o'clock. It feels way later than that. But I at least want to get Inazuma unlocked tonight. I just sliced the meat off of him with wind. I haven't never done a more gangster thing in my life. We'll get over here, quickly defeat this person. Or whatever I'm supposed to be fighting over here. Okay, and the last one.
Let the show begin.
Yeah, electricity feels like it's hurting me more than usual. Ooh, excuse me. So let's go ahead over here and I guess go ahead and complete this and then see if this doesn't do it. What was the quest that I actually need to complete before I can do the rest of this? All done, yes, blah blah blah. Okay. Can I do this? Nope, still. So I have to actually get this started. Even though I don't want to actually do this quest, because then that's going to start off another chain reaction of more quests that I won't be able to do. But let's go talk to her. I really wish they would fix this. Like I still hear the sounds of falling.
How much work there is to do, even for the three of us. And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very lucky. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue.
All of Libra.
Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yua High Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Juyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
Ah, that's good news. Could you go to Julian Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Okay.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outso? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Okay, now I can actually do this because I guess she was over here visiting the tournament and I have to go back over there again. Well, that's why I went over there anyways. Oh well, I still want to do it. Actually, you know what? Might as well see. Can I go ahead and swap teams? Just in case I get the experience instead. We grab some more while I can. I'm gonna pick these things up before getting back to the tournament. Which I did win fair and square. I did beat up the guy without using my vision. I guess we go around. Since it will literally take less time. Wait, do I still have my fire team? Yeah, we do. Okay, we did there. We did there. We did there. And then if I look from here, there we go. No, that won't. Will this? No. Okay. Go ahead and grab all this. I mean, it's not really that much, but hey, I'll go ahead and take it. And fire team 1 will get back here. Is it literally because she was right here?
There you have it. The evidence speaks for itself. It's no wonder Lady Ningguang was so concerned with the security of this area. I doubt even Captain Beto will manage to come out of all this unscathed.
Okay.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She's been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Hyman thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Yeah, we still
It
beat him
doesn't
up.
matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
I mean, I'm okay
I believe
winning
so.
because the opponent cheated
Though
and
Captain
tried to
Beto
steal
is
the
no longer
trophy
present
instead
here,
of
I'll be sure
actually
she receives word of it.
going up
She
against me.
is a woman of her word.
That feels very justified.
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her
I
mind?
don't know if that's too different than Venti.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears,
I want to see
then
him
it
do
should
that.
come as no
Can you
great
get me a
surprise that the
recreation
Raiden
flashback
Shogun
of
is
that?
capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Hyman believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Okay. Simple enough. Oop, did my stream drop? Looks okay. No BS. YouTube Studio. Nope, you look okay there. Okay. Then I guess I just need to go to Journal and actually start the next part of the quest. I just basically want to go ahead and get to Inazuma, maybe get a teleport waypoint, and I think I might call this stream there. Now that I'm done with that part of it. Superiority run. Out of my way, losers. Can't you see I'm Klee?
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to
The
Inazuma.
Crux fleet.
Is that correct?
Yes,
Now that I
very
think about
correct.
it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be
See,
taking to
Jake?
Inazuma, right?
Like he just shot it all up to me.
The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beto sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Okay.
Beto is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
Oh yeah.
Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
We'll miss you.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
There's that keyhole in the back of her neck.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay.
I want to see him just doing.
All this way to let us know.
It's not windmill strokes, butterfly stroke, whatever. Where you do like one arm over the other, just
Yes, following orders.
a
I'll
swim
see you
back.
two aboard the Alcor.
I want to see him just swim all the way back. I'm a battle Klee. I just wish it was a little bit easier to get to.
La la la.
I don't think I'm tall enough to grab that. Come on, battle Klee. Accept dominance till you get up top. Also, the thing is, interesting now to know for sure that they are doing kind of the elf approach to Klee and I guess her mom Alice. Although it also makes me wonder how old is Klee supposed to be. It's about them aging slowly. Also, how much do they age slowly? Is like Alice 10,000 years old or what? I mean, there already are a bunch of other characters that age very slowly in this game with all the Adepti, so like that's not really too unique, but I'm just a little bit curious. See ya, sucker. But I'm just curious how much they're doing with that, because I have always wondered if Klee was going to be kind of like that, because like she has elf ears, but I don't know if that's something that just we're never going to talk about or not. Just watching that flower rotate around me. Let me go meet Beto. Because she is definitely Beto.
Finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here...
As much as I like Beto's outfit, I think she's one of the characters I want an alternate outfit for the most. I want to see, it's weird to sound, more what she looks like just with a different outfit. Because I feel like up here, she's like very covered up, but it's also weird, like around here is very revealed. I don't know, I just kind of, I'd be interested to see her in a different outfit. I also curious to see if that would change her hair up or not. Maybe have her hair in a different style, and if they do that with alternative outfits, but very curious in that.
Set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
I also feel like she might would look better without her coat on up here. I don't know. Interesting mismatch of like styles here, in my opinion.
Anchors away!
She always looks so good. She has a good presence about her. That we may be going to see a little bit more of actually going through the thunderstorm or something. And she just struts the show like she owns this place.
Ahoy there.
Ahoy there. Excellent. Very weeb friendly.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Interesting outfit. I wonder where he's actually supposed to be from.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye!
She is number one bag.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Whee! Oh, hello there.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Excuse me?
Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We're here to find my brother.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
I guess I saw one of the samurai people walk by. They look cool. We'll see if I can actually track him down.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
If Rito falls under the jurisdiction of the Kanjo Commission, while they Sakoku Decree is fake and outlaws yourself, identity verified, the itinerary recorded regardless when you were entering, leaving, or staying. Don't say that I didn't remind you. If you're rude to Miss Kageyama, whom I mean the inspector, you will be deported right away. Ooh, I guess he likes her. Don't even know who she is. I don't think you should be in Rito. Inspector of the Outlander Affairs Agency, who is in charge of entry permits for Outlanders like you. If you wish to remain in Inazuma, you better get those documentations and gifts prepared before visiting the inspector. Gifts? We're going to bribe somebody? Nice. Also, you look cool. Also, my first order of business is really to go into here. Or proceed on enough, I feel like I can actually move around freely. And then go get a statue. Then teleport waypoint. Eureka?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
I like him, I like her. I'd summon for him so far. I don't really know what weapon he has. That might also kind of determine it. If he's like another wind blade, I might have to skip.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done.
I guess they threw into the ocean.
The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito.
Makes
Essentially,
sense.
It's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you're Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
I kind of want to leave town now. Okay, maybe go over there, or I could just go straight up here. I kind of want to see what happens if I just go, like, you know.
La la la.
Screw main story, I'm off. La la la. Benny's adventure team.
Off we go.
Which actually reminds me, I do need to actually change over. Yeah, let me go and collect some of this wood. For those with noble hearts. Okay, teleport waypoint there, which I guess I could already have gotten. Large bit of ocean. A large bit of empty ocean. Another region there, and nothing there. Though, a couple more teleport waypoints. Perpetual mechanical array. Stuff there. Some other various things. Inazuma City. Tea house. Okay, nothing too bad. Because I already have the fire cube unlocked, even though I'm not exactly sure what all that stuff is about, but oh well. I resonate with Electro. I want to see what this is like. Unlimited power.
Take this.
Well, that took longer than I thought it would. Let me just go read skills, because I haven't read anything about this. We have... consume a certain amount of stamina to unleash 2 rapid sword strike. Oh, that's basic. Unleashes 3 swift thunder shadows that deal electro damage to opponents and leave an abundance amulet behind after hitting an opponent. 2 abundance amulets can be created initially. Using this skill will reset any abundance amulets that were generated. When a character is near an abundance amulet, they will absorb it and obtain the following effects. Restores elemental energy, increases energy recharge during the abundance amulet's duration. Bellowing thunder, you call upon the protection of lightning, knocking nearby opponents back and dealing electro damage to them. Lightning shroud, when you activate your character's normal charge attack. When you active characters' normal or charge attacks hit opponents, they will call Falling Thunder forth, dealing electro damage. When Falling Thunder hits opponents, it will regenerate energy for that character. 1 instance of Falling Thunder can be generated every 0.5 seconds. That's kind of cool. Thunder Lash, when another nearby character in the party obtains an abundance amulet created by Lightning Blade. Lightning Blade's cooldown is decreased by 1.5 seconds. And Resounding Roar increases the energy recharge effect granted by Lightning's Blade abundance amulet by 10% of the traveler's energy. Increases the energy recharge effect granted by Lightning's Blade's abundance amulets by 10% of the traveler's energy recharge. Okay. So not too bad. All I do want to see right quick is any like Oculus things near me, if there are Oculuses here, because I didn't watch any of the update video. I don't know, last update got a little boring and stale to me personally. Yeah, just climb normally, please. Thank you. Well, that wasn't physics. Seems my plans to reach the roof have been defeated. So there is an easy way. Maybe over here will let me do it. Well, never mind. That appears to be impossible. But anyways, I've got this place unlocked, so that is good enough for me. There is a Wave Rider waypoint. Very interesting. Can I get back over here easier? There we go. I do want to go back over here though and refamiliarize myself with Animo, because I'm at least not right now going to be keeping Electro. Maybe if I change some things up, although I have my character kind of too currently built for Animo to really be using Electro, at least not right now. I mean, it might be nice to use them, but I can see it definitely being useful. And it might allow me to use Jean and my Traveler on the same team. But besides that, I think kind of good. Look at the way to skip. There we go. Because they don't ever change that, and why you have to watch it again for like the 19th time. Same exact weapons. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about any of that. Mel. You do those surveys. I do want to see, was that actually enough? No, I never. Who am I kidding? 600 Prada gems? Primo gems? That's definitely not enough to get me anything in this game. Yeah, actually, I kind of feel. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you for coming out to this one. I'm looking forward to doing some more in the future, but I just need to find a game that's a little bit more interesting to me than this one currently is. So until next time, Betuor Gripley signing off. Goodbye and a wonderful day, and hope to see you in some future stuff. Maybe do some more of this. Who knows? Till then, goodbye.